say on that last match.
Thank you very much. What's up, guys? I want to welcome Gleeb, Bjergsen. I'm going to put your names together just because I can to the desk. Guys, you played. I even got minor applause from Kobe there. That was nice of you. So, guys, congratulations on the win, first of all. Coming in, new patch, right? You're near the top of standings, but not in first place like you guys were for much of the spring. What was your confidence like coming into the game?
For me personally, it was kind of split because I feel like we did really well early in the week and most of the week in scrims, and it feels like we're improving a lot. And then yesterday, we just lost almost every scrim, and it just felt like, oh god, are we gonna lose this too? And it's kind of like a TSM thing where we learn things and then we forget the old things that we were good at in the past, and we just kind of forgot those and lost some scrims off of that. But I feel like this game we did pretty well overall.
You don't think you forgot anything during this game?
I don't know, not really. I think not that I really noticed.
All right, so starting out in picks bans, though, CLG gave you Kasadin. This is kind of a thing that CLG have a pattern of doing now because Link has said he's fine with laning against anybody's Kasadin, and they like to pick this Vi into Kasadin, and last time they did it, they got a lot of lockdown very early. But this time, I don't think you got hit with one of those ultimates till you already had a Zhonya's. How do you feel? Did you guys expect them giving you Kasadin?
We knew it was a possibility. We were playing some Kasadin scrims and stuff like that because we knew that they were very comfortable playing against Kasadin with that exact comp. And we've been scrimming against teams that pretty much pulled out almost the same comp with Ori and Vi or Lee Sin jungle, stuff like that. So I'm pretty confident playing against it because I think Kasadin is just really, really strong and you can play it against almost any pick. But I think the way Link plays the laning phase is against Kasadin is a lot different than any other mid. And he freezes the wave from level 1, unlike a lot of other players. And it makes you push your wave towards him, which sets you more open for gank. So I feel like Link actually plays this matchup extremely well, and I was very surprised.
Gleeb, I actually want to press you then on this. So Bjergsen said you guys have played, you guys practiced 4 Kasadin multiple times. You guys have played against similar types of compositions. You were ready for this. What was then the game plan coming into the game?
When we picked Kasadin, basic game plan was to just get strong lanes for top and bottom and try to get 2v2 lanes so Kasadin can't get pushed around too hard, because once he gets levels and starts to get his items, he becomes like a really big menace. And as soon as you start to win a team fight a little bit, his R is just so good at chasing and closing down fights that you can go in and get more kills, and once you have that small lead, it's really easy to snowball it with Kasadin.
Speaking of starting to win team fights, we have a pretty good replay of you guys winning a fight around Dragon that Gleeb plays a very big role in, hooking double lift here. Can you walk us through this one? Bring this up on your screen because this hook goes right onto double lift. I know some people say double lift kind of is a heat seeker for skill shots, but walk us through.
All right. So at first we had Turtle pushing mid, and then they go for Dragon and we start to fight it. I miss one hook at the start, and we go on Seraph because he jumps in, and we just start fighting, just trying to kite back. But later on, like the Oriole gets the Iris, we know it's down, and my hook comes back up. Double actually flashes, and then at this point.
Did you expect him to run into that? Who are you aiming for there?
That hook, I think I was aiming more for Link than Double, but just seeing the animation sometimes, players will reactively flash, and he ended up flashing right into it, which let us win the fight really hard. And then not even from just winning the fight, we also got Orianna and Tristana flashes down, which are really big because that means for the next couple of minutes going into any fight, we know it's a lot easier to focus them.
So you guys always make sure you track like the big cooldowns. Will you do that for every champion, just like the important ones?
Try to do it for every champion. It's a lot easier early in the lane phase because flashes get blown a lot less often, but it's really good idea to keep track of like all the flashes, and then minor summoners like heal later on becomes harder to keep track of, but just knowing when all the flashes are up is really big for starting like team fighting. Okay,
so I actually want to call your attention then to like the early laning phase because Tristana is one of the new champions that have come out in this patch that seems to be popular because of the item changes and whatnot. You guys had an early deficit in the lane. I want to ask sort of what happened there.
Oh, okay. So in that early lane phase, we just misplayed a bit. Double lift jumped on top of Turtle, and I shot a hook that was supposed to hit him, but I ended up missing. And once the hook missed, I didn't have much CC left, so they were able to both all in and flash and go for the kill. 2v2, Nami does pretty well in general versus Thresh lanes, though it can kind of depend on the AD. But there, we just made a little misplay, and the second we made it, they capitalized on it and got a kill.
How do you turn that back around afterwards when they're ahead?
Once they're ahead, it's not too much to do to turn it back around. We knew the other side of the map was doing really well, so we just tried to farm as much as possible under turret and do double golems to just minimize their lead and stay as close as possible. Because if we called for ganks bottom and had our jungler come bottom, there's a chance that Vi could be waiting, and if that were to happen, we'd probably be weaker 3v3 and just have a bigger chance to lose the game.
Now, playing against some of these newer picks like Tristana that are coming with 410, how do you guys overall feel like you're adapting to this 410 patch, and how much has it helped having a coach that's actually living with you?
I think having a coach that's living with us helps a lot. He can like keep us informed of lots of new strategies or what's being played in different regions and things like that. And overall, we've been adapting pretty well to the new patch. There's a lot to take in on this patch. Like the different ADs you can play has changed completely. Like a lot of ADs Tristana that were never played before are now actually really strong. But overall, I think we've adapted really well to the patch.
What do you think it has changed about TSM?
What?
What do you think, like, what has TSM, like, has it changed, like, the identity as a team? Like, CLG went back to, like, old school Tristana split push style. Like, has TSM, like, changed how to look at the game now?
Yeah, it changed a lot. One thing that's changed is, like, the top lane pool. This patch, tanks aren't played as much. Actually, that game, 2 tanks are popular now. Or 2 tanks are played, but with a new patch, like a lot of times you see non-tank champs top lane, so that's one thing I think that's changed a lot.
All right, well, let's get back to the game here. We have another replay. Let's bring this one up on your screen. This is a Baron fight for you guys. Gleeb, since you took the last one, Bjergsen, walk us through here.
All right. We just decided that we've been dancing Baron for too long, and we're tired of it, so we wanted to force the Baron and get a fight as fast as possible. Again, Gleeb actually hits a hook on double lift into a cocoon from Amazing, and that just seals the fight. And like Gleeb said earlier, Kasadin's Rift Walk can just chase people down. And after getting that 1 kill on an important target, we just chase them down. There isn't really too much we can do.
Yeah, so it seems like that was working really well for you guys overall. And you closed the game out. You guys took that one pretty well. You're guaranteed to be in 2nd place now at the end of the day, because one of Diglett or LMQ will lose, and of course CLG already has. Do you guys feel like, both with how the season's going and how you're adapting to 410, that your top 2 North America, is that like where you stand right now?
I think it kind of depends on the day and the week. Sometimes we adapt really fast to new champions and we just feel really strong, and then sometimes we forget the old basics like I was talking about, and we might not be as good as some other teams. But I definitely think that we're top 4, and it all depends on the day, because all the top 4 teams are really good and can all be #1.
Speaking of top 4 teams, you guys are going to face LMQ next, and they're a very different team from CLG. Have you forgotten everything you know about playing against LMQ?
I'm not sure if we knew too much about playing LMQ. They did beat us, but no, we have a plan going against them too. So we'll see how that works out. We were more scared of CLG this week just because they've been performing really solid, and they have really good mid-late game decision making, and that's something where I feel like they could have outperformed us. But this game we just got the lead and we didn't let it go.
All right, well, guys, thank you very much. Congratulations on the win. You guys could be 1st place at the end of the week. You guys win tomorrow. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, but we've got more going on. I'm going to take a quick break while we give the minions the time to catch their breath, because they don't give enough love. But when we return, we're going to jump into our next match, Complexity versus Cloud9. Stay tuned.